Have you ever stopped to think that there's a hidden secret right at the center of your brain? A mystery that philosophers, mystics, and scientists have been trying to unravel for thousands of years. Imagine a tiny organ, the size of a pea, that can influence your perception of reality, your states of consciousness, and even your deepest spiritual experiences. Sounds like the plot of a movie, doesn't it? But it's real. This organ exists, and you're carrying it right now, the pineal gland. The pineal gland is a small pine cone-shaped structure, hence its name, located between the two hemispheres of the brain near the thalamus. It measures about 8 millimeters and weighs only 150 milligrams, yet its impact is enormous. Science recognizes one clear function: producing melatonin, the hormone responsible for the sleep-wake cycle. Thanks to the pineal gland, we know when to sleep, when to wake up, and how to keep our biological clock running. But here's something curious. The pineal gland is photosensitive, meaning it reacts to light, even though it's located in the center of the brain. In some species of reptiles and fish, it literally works as a rudimentary eye, capable of perceiving changes in light. This has led scientists to believe that, evolutionarily, it was once a real third eye in ancestral species. This characteristic inspired many traditions to call the pineal gland the inner eye, or, as it's more commonly known in the East, the third eye. Why is it so special? And why is modern science starting to confirm things that were once considered myths? Get ready, because today you'll dive into the hidden truth about the pineal gland, understand why it's so revered, and discover how to awaken this hidden power within you. Beyond biology, there is a mystical dimension surrounding the pineal gland, and it has fascinated spiritual seekers for centuries. For many traditions, the pineal is not just an organ, but a bridge to subtle realities, a channel that connects you to higher states of consciousness. It's like a spiritual antenna, capable of picking up invisible frequencies and opening access to information beyond the physical world. No wonder it's called the all-seeing eye, or the gateway to the divine. Ancient cultures claimed that when activated, the pineal awakens intuition, expands perception, and can even generate mystical experiences, those sensations of expansion and oneness with the universe that many describe as enlightenment. Now imagine that this is not just philosophy, but something modern neuroscientists are studying. Joe Dispenza, known worldwide for bridging neuroscience and spirituality, has brought the pineal gland to the center of his research. In his books and events, he explains that inside the pineal gland are piezoelectric crystals. When these crystals are stimulated through deep meditation and breathing techniques, they generate electrical charges. This activation creates, according to Dispenza, an internal antenna capable of picking up signals we don't perceive in our ordinary state. In other words, it's like tuning into a frequency that has always been there, but was inaccessible to you. Dispenza states that when the pineal awakens, it releases powerful neurochemicals that can induce transcendent experiences, feelings of unconditional love, mental clarity, euphoria, and a completely different perception of time and space. At his retreats, thousands of people report phenomena such as visions, energy surges, and even spontaneous healings. For him, the pineal gland is the key to getting out of autopilot and accessing a quantum field of infinite possibilities. The pineal gland is often described as the bridge between the conscious and subconscious mind, and this is precisely where co-creation happens. The law of attraction and principles of quantum physics suggest that thoughts are energy, and this energy influences the field around us. When the pineal is active, it amplifies our ability to focus, visualize, and maintain coherent emotional states, essential elements for creating a new reality. It works like an antenna tuning into higher frequencies, aligning our thoughts with the experiences we want to manifest. Joe Dispenza explains that by activating the pineal during meditation, it's possible to access slower brainwave states like alpha and theta, which connect directly to the subconscious. In this state, the mind is more open to new programming and less attached to past memories. This is where the magic of co-creation occurs. You stop repeating automatic patterns and begin sending the quantum field clear signals of who you want to become. The more emotional and mental coherence you create, the stronger this signal becomes. Breathing practices, visualization, and elevated emotions are fundamental in this process. By imagining your new reality vividly and feeling gratitude in advance, the pineal releases neurochemicals that change your biology. It's science proving that the body responds as if it were already real. This combination of focus, emotion, and pineal activation creates an electromagnetic state capable of influencing matter, attracting opportunities and experiences aligned with your new vibrational pattern. In other words, awakening the pineal is opening the door to consciously co-create the life you want to live. Now, stepping away from the spiritual realm to biology, researchers have discovered that the pineal contains apatite crystals, which can react to electromagnetic fields. This supports theories that it functions like a biological antenna. And there's more. Some studies indicate that the pineal may produce DMT, dimethyltryptamine, the so-called spirit molecule, associated with dreams, mystical experiences, and even near-death experiences. Researcher Dr. Rick Strassman, in his book DMT, The Spirit Molecule, suggests that the pineal may release DMT at moments such as birth and death, opening portals to experiences that challenge our understanding. Is it a coincidence that ancient civilizations always represented this inner eye as a symbol of spiritual power? Long before modern science tried to explain the pineal, ancient civilizations already treated it with reverence. The Egyptians represented the eye of Horus, a symbol of power, protection, and vision beyond the physical. The shape of the eye of Horus closely resembles the anatomy of the human brain in cross-section, with structures reminiscent of the pineal gland. In India, Vedic traditions spoke of the Ajna chakra, located at the point between the eyebrows, the symbolic projection of the pineal gland. This chakra is associated with intuition, wisdom, and higher perception. In Buddhism, the eye of wisdom symbolized spiritual enlightenment. Among the Mayans and Aztecs, symbols linked to the sun and cosmos suggested practices to access expanded states of consciousness. Even in Christianity, the pineal appears in disguise. The Pigna sculpture in the Vatican, a giant pine cone, still intrigues researchers. Why would a pine cone be highlighted in the heart of the church? For many, it's a clear reference to the shape of the pineal gland and the idea of spiritual awakening. Coincidence? Or did cultures separated by oceans and centuries share knowledge about something we've forgotten? The French philosopher René Descartes, in the 17th century, stated, "The pineal gland is the seat of the soul and the place where all our thoughts are formed." For him, it was the point of connection between body and mind, matter and spirit. Today, science does not confirm this claim, but cannot deny that the pineal has unique characteristics. It is not divided into two hemispheres, is highly vascularized, and contains microscopic crystals that generate electromagnetic responses. From a medical perspective, the pineal regulates our biological rhythms and directly influences sleep quality, mood, and even the immune system. Melatonin production is linked to light. When night falls, it increases, preparing our body to rest. Now, a concerning fact. Over time, the pineal can calcify, forming calcium phosphate deposits that reduce its functionality. Factors contributing to this include poor diet, pollution, heavy metals, and excessive fluoride. Studies show that populations exposed to high fluoride levels have more calcified pineal glands. For spiritual researchers, this is more than a physiological issue. It represents a blockage of our mental and spiritual potential. It's as if the door to a deeper level of consciousness is closing. Could this be one reason why we live so disconnected, anxious, and stuck in materialism? The good news is that you can reactivate your pineal and keep it healthy. Here are simple steps. Meditate daily. This increases brain coherence and activates areas near the pineal. Avoid fluoride. Eat well. Antioxidants and natural foods help detoxify. Get sunlight. Natural light regulates your biological clock. Use sound frequencies. Tones like 963 Hz are associated with third eye activation. These practices are not just spiritual. They have proven effects on mood, sleep, and mental clarity. But for those seeking something beyond, they may be the path to expanded consciousness. Now that you know all this, ask yourself, is this tiny organ just another part of the body? Or is it the key that links the physical world to something much greater? Descartes believed the pineal was the seat of the soul. Ancient civilizations revered it as a gateway to the divine. And modern science, though cautious, is starting to uncover secrets that once seemed like legends. The truth is that the pineal gland is not just an anatomical detail. It is a powerful key, capable of unlocking doors to higher states of consciousness and the conscious co-creation of reality. Everything you need is within you. The question is, will you keep living on autopilot, or will you awaken this dormant potential? Science has already begun to reveal what mystics have known for millennia. When you change on the inside, your life changes on the outside. So start today. Meditate, take care of your pineal gland, elevate your emotions, and align yourself with the life you want to live. The power to create a new future lies in your mind, and, who knows, right at its center. If this content resonated with you, leave a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the channel. Together, let's explore more mysteries of the mind, science, and spirituality. See you in the next video.